Hello, Metaverse. In this video today, we're going to take a look at how to download and install the Crossfire GTK client and get connected to the Darlantus world server. We're going to start off by opening up a web browser and going to the website Darlantus.com. Darlantus.com is going to be the starting page that has some helpful steps for you. If you want to discuss things about the game outside of the world, then please join our Discord link. There's a couple of links up here. It will allow you to chat with other players, chat with some of the developers, maybe put in some suggestions, or if you need help figuring out a quest or something, it's a great place to chat with other people. Step number 0 is for super newbie folks that need a step-by-step detailed walkthrough. And I'm going to show that here in this video as well. But if you need it, see it on a web page, step 0 is for you. Well, let's go ahead and show what that's going to be like. So the first step is to download the client. Then we're going to launch or run it and get connected to the server, specifically Darlantus. So left click on the GTK client download for the latest copy. It should show up here. And we're going to left click on that as well. The next screen says Windows is trying to protect your PC, which is good, but it's only give you an option of don't run. And so we need to click on more info right there. And then from here, we can say run anyway. Problem is right now, we're not a known publisher. And so Windows, again, is not sure if it's safe. Of course, we want to run it anyway. On this screen right here, Windows is asking for permission to install new software. So that's what we need to do. Just go ahead and verify your Windows password right there, and then click on the yes button. And then we see this screen right here. Welcome to Crossfire Game Client Setup. Go ahead and click on next. We want to choose the defaults for putting a desktop icon on, installing into the proper proper Windows folder. Click on install. If I'm going a little fast for you right here, this is a video that you can pause or rewind if you need to see some of that again. So rewind it, pause it. But that's some pretty easy steps. Then we'll click on finish. And that's really it. We've done the download. We've done step 1. So now we just need to run it and connect. We'll come over and do a left click, double left click on the icon here. And the first thing that we want to do is set a preference. Come over here to the preference window and change the layout over here next to the layout. Change and make sure that you're set to lobotomy. It might be on GTK version 2 by default, so set it to lobotomy, say open and apply, and then quit. We're going to quit this right now. Once we change lobotomy, we have to stop the client and restart it to get it to work. So I'll do a left click on this again, and now we have this window pop up. We can ignore the black screen back there. It's just going to show some behind the scenes code. You want to select darlantus.freedns.org. That's the one that has Darlantus and Rock 808. You do not need the development server. You do not need the Darlantus with the numbers after it. So choose the Darlantus here without the numbers, and you should be fine right here. Then you can go ahead and click on connect. And at this point, it should pop you into a screen where you can verify that you're on Rock 808's Darlantus World server. If you've already got a name and a password, you can plug those in here and click the login button. But we probably want to create an account. We're done with the web page. We've already done the connection here, so I'm going to go ahead and get the web browser out of the way for us. And so we do want to create an account right now. Go ahead and click on create account, and I'm going to put in a username for myself, maybe David222, let's say, and enter a password that we want to use for ourselves. I recommend a password that you're not using anywhere else, of course. Make it something more complex than just 4 characters. And then we'll click on create account. Now that our account is created, we don't have any characters that we're playing with, and we can have up to about 15 or more different characters. One could be a fighter, one could be a wizard or a priest or something. And so just to get y'all started very quickly, I'm going to start you off with what I think is probably the best type of character for a new player. So we'll click on new, create a new character. And up here, what do you want to name yourself? And maybe I'll say Fun Dragon with 2 G's in there. And we'll choose Fire Hatchling, which is our dragon type of character. The way it starts out, a hatchling. We'll choose Alchemist. And then for these first 3, I'm going to have 18, 18, and 18. And then I'm going to choose 9, 9, and 9. So 3 18s, 3 9s, and then a number 3 at the end, which uses all of our available points. You can play around with those numbers if you want. This is going to be my recommendation for new players. Then we'll click on Forward. From this point, we need to choose a map to start on, and I'm going to strongly recommend this Beginner's House, or even better, that's not showing up on this list right now, is Tutorial 1. Tutorial 1 would be my first choice if you have that option. And then for me, since I've played around before, I'm just going to choose Scorn. And if you want to jump right in with all the other players as quick as you can, Scorn is probably the best place to go. And then we'll choose OK. From here, we can see the game map. And I would strongly encourage at this point that you maximize the window so you can have the biggest size for the map and all of your texts. A couple of things that we want to notice right off the bat, that we are this dragon character right in the center of the map, but you can come down right below this map where the cursor changes colors, and you can modify these widths. You can come over here to where the cursor changes shape, and right over here again, looking for that cursor to change shape, and you're able to move these bars around to try to get the sizes that you want. Messages that you see when people are talking to you would show up in here. Critical messages, where these are messages where other players are trying to talk to you. And then we have our command window right in here, which you can click in and do something like chat, hello, and that will send a chat message to everyone who's in the game. You can use the click in here and click on who to see who's currently logged in. And there are a couple of people logged in. I think that will help you get started. You can use the arrow keys to move around, as you can see over here, up, down, left, right, and the keypad is where you really want to do most of your movement. That is all for this video.